We got 70 pounds of potatoes, all for $14, and I'm so excited. We're gonna can about 60 pounds of it, and it's going to be amazing during the winter time when I don't feel like prepping any kind of food. We gotta fill up my water bath canner. Look how beautiful it is. And we're gonna keep all of the heat outside in the 90-degree weather, and it's marvelous. All my jars are cleaned up, and we have called for help. My mom did a lot of the peeling, and look at her go. She is brave being able to use the knife like that. I could never. And this is about halfway through, and it only took us like an hour and a half for this. So we gotta rinse the potatoes and cut them up, and look at my mom. I can't do it this way. I just can't. I used to be able to, but I was always a scaredy cat doing the knife like that. And then I decided I wanted some hash browns, so I shredded those up with my KitchenAid attachments, and I did soak those quite a bit just to get the starch out. Now we're gonna pack it all down, and we're gonna leave an inch of headspace, and now we're gonna add,
Did you add salt to any of these?
For all my quart jars, I'm actually adding in a teaspoon of salt in every single jar. And then we're gonna add in a tablespoon of vinegar for all of these jars, which helps cut the water bath time by an hour. And no, you can't actually taste the vinegar when you open these up and start eating them. They actually get rinsed out, and it just tastes normal. And I think it also kind of helps preserve the crispiness of it too a little bit. I'm actually going to try and dry can some of these. So the only thing I put in it was salt and a little bit of vinegar, and that was it. And I accidentally added the vinegar. I wasn't actually going to do that, but it is what it is. I just put the lids on top a little bit, and then I'm filling the rest of the jars with water and leaving an inch headspace. I needed more lids, and look at these lids. I got these for 89 cents, and by I mean I went into my mom's storage and found these. When was the last time you were able to get anything for 89 cents? Oh my goodness. But then again, I got these potatoes for $1 a bag, so a win-win. Now we're gonna add all of this into our water bath canner, and we're gonna fight all of the jars as they just want to float, because these are the ones that have no water in it, so they're pretty lightweight. These ones are the dry canned ones, and I am starting with these because I don't think I put vinegar in all of them, to be honest. And these are going to be canned for 3 hours. I did the full 3 hours just to be safe, and I actually had to do 2 other batches, and it was a full 2 days of just prepping and canning. Now that the 3 hours are done, let's see, look at that beautiful boil. You want it rolling boiling for 3 hours. And look at those beautiful potatoes. They actually came out kind of ugly, but that's just how it is. And that is actually perfectly normal, and it's just what happens when potatoes don't get soaked in water. Plus, they had been sitting for a little while without water. But look at those beautiful jars. You can actually see it still boiling here because they are so hot right now. Look at that. Beautiful. Anyway, we got 2 more batches, so we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Let's go. Look at those beautiful jars, and like, listen, just listen. And for our third batch, we actually have a little bit of room to add for our canner, and not to waste space or time, I'm also going to can some dry beans. I actually get a lot of these because we are on WIT, and so in order to preserve them and have them ready when I need them, I'm actually going to can them. I am adding a half a cup of red kidney beans to pint jars, and then I'm adding in water and leaving an inch headspace. Now keep in mind, if you're gonna do beans, make sure you look up what kind of beans you're going to be doing, so that way you're not adding too much beans per jar, because every type of bean soaks up water differently, so you want to make sure that you're not adding too many beans for the jar, because that could end up messy. Now we're gonna load all of these up, and this is actually gonna go for 3 hours just because I have the beans in there and it's just easier, to be honest. Now to clean the messy kitchen, because if you're not making a mess, are you even doing it right? Oh, look at that. Now it's clean. Now to go chill.